If you want to see how I turn myself into Venom, keep watching. First things first, I needed to make the teeth, so I ordered a big box of stiletto nail tips from Amazon and I painted them with white gel polish and then a matte top coat and popped them aside. Then I tied my hair back into a slick ponytail, wrapped cling film around my head because I didn't have a bald cap, and started to glue down my eyebrows on the side that the Venom was going to be on. So I set the brows with powder and then I started applying the liquid latex. I didn't apply any over my eyebrows because, you know, I wanted to keep them. I'm laughing here because I actually cut up a sheen bag to create Venom's eye and then used micropore tape to stick that down. I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I couldn't see a thing. Then it was time to add the cotton wool and layer on the liquid latex. I find using a silicone spatula is the most easy way and I don't ruin any brushes. And the cotton wool actually threaded like those veins, so it worked really well. Then I was applying the teeth. I folded over duct tape so it was easy for the nails to stick on, and then I secured them with liquid latex so they didn't move. While that was drying, it was then time to do the glam side. Originally I wanted to turn myself into Tom Hardy, but because I couldn't see, I didn't trust myself. I thought I'd look more like Tom Hanks, so glam it is. Taking the Carnival Tahiti palette by Be Perfect Cosmetics, and I'm using pinky burgundy tones to create a big winged eye. I'm also doing a fox eye with the eyeliner. Couple of coats of NARS mascara, and then I started to apply the Lumig lotion because I still wanted my skin to look nice on the glam side. I then used Be Perfect Cosmetics Chroma Cover Foundation and applied it with a beauty blender, followed by Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and again blended that in to all the higher points of my face. It doesn't really matter that I got it on the liquid latex because I was painting over that with the black anyway. I then took the Lancome Ultra Wear bronzer and used the number 3 rule around the forehead, temples, cheeks and jawline, and I took it right down my neck actually in an effort to make me look slimmer. Some of my brushes were a bit ruined at this point, so I'm actually using a Q-tip, a cotton bud, to apply some highlighter on the inner corner of my eye and my finger on my cheek just to give me a bit of a glow, and then set all this under eye with the Be Perfect Cosmetics Katie Daly setting powder in strawberry. Now onto the fun side, letting that bake, it was time to paint Venom. Using my favourite paints, the water activated Mehron Paradise AQ paints using black. I used sort of medium sort of size brush here. I didn't want it too big because there was a lot of detail going on down my nose, around the teeth and eyes. So it was only the larger sort of areas that I was using this brush for. And then the more intricate parts, I used a small eyeliner brush. I wasn't too careful around the teeth because it is a monster, and I just took that right down my neck. Again, just halfway because it was half Venom, half glam. And then I was taking a smaller brush to do the tendrils onto the face and onto my chest area. Taking a really small liner brush now to fill in the gaps where my teeth are. Not the actual gums because I was going to paint those red, but the actual part behind my mouth. And you can see on my forehead, I'd started to make the tiny little tendrils with that same eyeliner brush. I kept checking back at my reference photo and knew I needed to make the eye look a little bit more detailed before I went in and did the gums with the red paint with that same eyeliner brush. This was quite fiddly and took a long time, however, it didn't need to be really neat because his teeth are just a mess really, so it didn't matter if I got a little bit on the actual teeth. I then used my finger and a bit of yellow and brown paint just to smudge on and make the teeth look a little bit more disgusting and give them a bit more depth than just plain white. Now using Mehron fake blood and coagulated blood just to go in with the gums and add a little bit of blood and disgustingness to those teeth. Now the teeth were finished, I made an ombre red lip on the glam side. Now the exciting part, how did I make it shiny? 3 tablespoons of gelatin, 3 tablespoons of water, 1 tablespoon of glycerin. 10 seconds in the microwave, add your food colouring and mix it. Another 10 seconds in the microwave. I was slightly nervous and unsure, but I did have to act quickly because it does actually start to set quite quick. And using that same silicone spatula, I then started applying it. I held the tub quite close to me because I just didn't want it to drip everywhere. This is quite a messy sort of stage. It was also quite time consuming because I then had to use a smaller brush to go right over all those little tendrily veiny bits. And surprisingly, it wasn't too tacky. It did dry and set quite quickly because I was nervous to put my wig on, but it actually worked out okay. I did have to pause and go and warm up the tub for another 10 seconds because it really did start to set quite quickly. It is jelly after all. And then I popped on a pink wig, and here is the finished look, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this and found this helpful.